I'm not here to bash Kemba Walker. I'm just telling the truth about Kemba Walker. We also need to tell the truth about the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics rides. I don't know. Okay, so the Lakers and the Celtics pretty much, even though Lakers have a recent championship. Let me just stick with the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics ride too much on past success. I understand you had Bill Russell and Casey Jones and Bob Cousy. I understand you had that success. One of the most decorated teams in NBA history, in sports history. I understand that. And then of course you had the one championship with Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett, and Paul Pierce. I understand that. But there has been an unrealistic expectation. I don't know if it's due to the fans. I don't know if it's due to the media. But there's always been an unrealistic expectation when it comes to the Boston Celtics. People expect the Boston Celtics to just be championship contenders year after year. And that is not the case. Brad Stevens was an okay coach, but he's more of a player development coach over an actual X's and O's head coach. He will develop the hell. Look at Jaylen Brown. Look at Jason Tatum. He develops players incredibly, and that was one of his strengths back when he was a Butler head coach. Gordon Hayward getting 2 Butler teams to the national championship. Teams that shouldn't. Sheldon Richardson, I believe his name was. Getting 2 teams to the national championship that didn't deserve to be there, but no one expected to be there. Brad Stevens is a great developing coach, but was he a great coach as far as getting you over the top? I didn't see it. Now, am I saying he was a bad coach? No, but getting you over the top, I didn't see it. So people have an unrealistic expectation of what the Boston Celtics should be. People think because of their history, because they're Boston, they should always be title contenders. And honestly, to be quite honest with you, they have not been that since. Now, I understand that the Eastern Conference Finals appearance a couple years ago refueled that flame, and how great Jason Tatum's been has refueled it, how great Jaylen Brown has been has refueled it. But the Boston Celtics are nowhere close, in my opinion. They have great players, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't pick them, and we'll talk about it a little later, I wouldn't pick them over the Sixers. I wouldn't pick them over Brooklyn. I wouldn't pick them over... Hell, I don't know if I'd pick them, at least this year, over the Knicks. It's just, there's been an unrealistic expectation that comes with Boston. Because of what they did in the past, before a lot of people were even born, people automatically expect them to be title contenders. And I think going to the Boston Celtics, that unrealistic expectation is put on your head. Kemba Walker to me is not a championship caliber player, but he's a great player. But going to Boston Celtics, people automatically think he should be a title contender.